Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing the HGUC Galbaldy Beta. This is a design that, I don't know, the Galbaldy, it's sort of like a Gelgoog on a diet. It's like a slimmed down version in some places, and it's got that weird kind of cone head. It's got a very similar rifle to the Gelgoogs, and it's just a design I've never really been too personally into, to be honest, in its different various forms. But on the other hand, this kit does look really, really nice, and I think it's going to change my mind about the design a lot. Still, I'm not sure about the head, but I think I'll come around to enjoying this kit pretty well. I have a feeling it's going to be really similar in terms of the construction engineering to the HGUC Ifrit Schneid. It looks kind of similar in just kind of the way that they've designed the joints and things like that. So if it is, that should be great because the Ifrit Schneid is a fantastic kit, and with this coming out pretty recently after that, it makes sense to assume that it's going to be pretty similar in its engineering. So as always, a huge thank you to SI Gundam Store for sponsoring this review, guys. Do check the link to their site down below and use that coupon code there, ZakuAurelius10, and check this kit out for yourself or whatever kit you want on their site. So some just kind of simple HGUC box art here. It's kind of in the same vein as what we've seen from the HGUC line for the past couple years now. Really beautiful artwork here, and you can even see like it's even like weathered a bit there on this, so it's got a little bit of dirt, a little bit of grime going on there. Very cool. See the Hyzak there poking along in the background. I wonder if we'll ever get like a revive kit of the Hyzak, because that's a pretty old HGUC kit. I'm not really a big fan of the Hyzak design, to be honest, so I don't really care too much about that, but it could be nice, I guess, if we get a nicer new kit of that. So this is 212 in the line. Here we can see what the kit is going to look like when it's all built up, painted up, slightly detailed up, just with the paneling and everything. It doesn't have any decals or anything, but there's what the finished kit is going to look like, and here you can see there's a few points they're pointing out about the articulation. The head goes up nice and far. That's always a nice point of articulation to have. Over here, a little bit about the shield, which the shield is probably one of the things that I dislike the most about this kit, this design, aside from the weird goofy head. It's got this kind of odd looking shield. It looks like it's a shield that he stole from a different mobile suit or something. It just doesn't really seem to match in terms of just like obviously the color and just like the shape, everything. I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but it is collapsible, I guess. You can like kind of slide that probably. And here it comes with the two beam sabers, the shield, and the beam rifle, and there's just a little bit more about the articulation gimmicks there. It's going around to the other side. We've just got a CG image here, basically kind of similar poses to what we see on the box art, and then some information there just about the 1-year war and about the mobile suit, and then the list price of 1,500 yen, so pretty affordable. I'd say that seems like a very fair price for what I can assume should be a pretty solid HG kit here. So obviously the color is going to be mostly like kind of deep red and dark maroon for these, and we got a little bit of green there, of course, parts for the shield, the frame parts, and kind of light, slightly bluish gray, very cool light blue gray color. Alright, and our manual here. So one thing that we haven't noticed yet is it also has like the eye kind of similar to the Rick DS. It's got like the little like plus sign, little crosshairs like through the mono eye there, which is kind of interesting. It's different from just a regular circle, I guess. But this is a nice big reference image here on the front showing what the kit is looking like, all painted up. On the back, again, the same kind of stuff we saw on the outside of the box. It's going to be pretty simple. I don't think there's really going to be anything too complicated to this kit in terms of special gimmicks or anything. Some more information here in Japanese and English if you want to check that out, and then our color guide as well in Japanese and English. Into the middle page, we actually have some more information here. It's not always that we get this, but it is always nice to have when they can fit this into the manual. Some more nice big reference photos there. These are great for if you're wanting to pose your kit. You just refer to these photos and there you go. You don't have to be creative to figure out a nice pose for the kit. You just kind of copy what you see in the manual. And then going to our parts list, it looks like we're going to be using everything except for 2 polycaps, and that's it. So that's pretty good too. Construction is going to be pretty standard, I assume, going from the body and then onto the head, and then the arms, left arm, right arm, and then the upper body is done, then onto the legs, and then onto the waist, and then wrapping it up with the weapons, which should be relatively simple. It's just a couple parts there for the beam rifle, a couple parts there for the shield, and then just how to hold everything, how to mount it on an action base, and there you go. Alright, so let's check out what we got here, starting with the foil sticker sheet. Very small, just 3 stickers, one there for the camera mono eye, one there for the beam rifle camera, and then one little yellow strip there for going on the shield, and that's it. For polycaps, we just have our PC002 standard polycaps in regular gray color, and SB13 for our clear yellow beam saber effect parts. Okay, so the A runner for this kit is actually broken up into 3 parts, runner A1, A2, and A3, and what I'm going to be looking for on here is if I think there's any variation, any possibilities of doing any variations for the kit. We already know that there's going to be the Galbaldy Rebake, or I think it's called, the version from Gundam Build Divers that's coming out, but other than that, I think there's probably a chance that we might see Gaz L and Gaz R come out as probably P-Bandai kits sometime down the line. So just looking at the runners here, you can see there's obviously some severe segmentation going on with just these parts here, even just on the A1 runner. But the marking for this is just Galbaldy beta. You can't really tell too much from that, but you can see just nice, that kind of nice kind of light maroon color and then dark maroon color, I guess is maybe the best way to describe this. And here's runner A2, we just got the same dark color here for some parts, looks like for the legs and feet. And then that kind of light, slightly bluish, purplish tinted gray color there for a couple parts for the feet and stomach section. Now here's an interesting part because I think the Gazelle and the Gaz-R have a little bit different shaped toes from the Galbaldy beta. It's like a little bit longer, extended, pointed toes. So you can see on the bottom of the feet that that toe part is actually a separate piece. I'm not sure where that is on the runners, but it looks like that might be, you might be able to change that for a different part for the Gazelle and Gaz-R. So just an idea. And then runner A3, another really strange one. It's always weird when Bandai does this. You have like a little bit of this one color. It's not really for any parts. It's just kind of how they had to design the runner. You have this extra bit and a different color hanging off to the side there. But anyway, mostly just these darker color parts there for some parts for the chest. And then runner B1 here, just a whole bunch of armor parts for the head, arms, legs, and everywhere where we have this kind of lighter maroon color. And then we've got runner B2 as well, which is a copy of this section of the runner here. Runner C is basically all of our parts for the joints, the hands, there's a few weapons parts on here as well, and all that stuff in that kind of light gray color. And here, up in the corner, there's that toe part that I was talking about. And you can see it's this part segmented off on its own here, so you can see how that could be omitted for the variation that I'm talking about. Now, obviously there's other parts of the Gazelle and Gaz-R that are different from the Galbaldy, but that's just one example that's kind of easier to find, I guess, maybe. But moving on, we do also have runner C2, which is a copy of that section there. And finally, runner D1, which is our two kind of dark green parts there for the top and bottom half of the shield. So there you go. That's the HGUC Galbaldy beta. Interesting kit. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to building this up. Again, thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to USA Gundam Store for sponsoring the review. If you guys do have any other further questions or comments, leave those down below. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think about the possibility of getting some different variations? What other variations exist maybe that I missed kind of talking about? I think the Gazelle and Gaz-R are the most likely. Would you guys want that? If they're P-Bandai, would you buy them or not? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the review. Bye-bye. Hey! Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you want to check the kit out for yourself, you can head over to USA Gundam Store. Use that coupon code ZakuAurelius10. Save yourself 10%. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.